subscribe and hit the bell icon and never miss another video.
That to do a character like this, I had to go really de-glam or not care about how I look. That I didn't have the courage to even admit it to myself that I wanted to pursue acting as like a serious profession. To reduce women to their looks, their clothes, and that's about it. So many people scared me that, oh my God, why are you doing OTT? It's not cool. People will think you don't have a film. If I wanted to do something safe and simple, I should have done something back home in Delhi. I would love to do an action film. I would love to do a period film, like a full-fledged. I don't like relationships where people are friends, but they are not able to express to each other what they actually feel. I don't know. I can't deal with fakeness.
Hey guys, this is Nawaz Kochra from team MissMalini and I am in conversation with a very amazing, very gorgeous Huma Qureshi. She's the Maharani who literally won our hearts with Rani as Rani Bharti in season 1 and now she is all set to be back with season 2. So congratulations.
Thank
season
you.
2 is coming and how striking is Rani Bharti looking?
Thank you very much. We are very excited and yes, thank you for the love and the enthusiasm and we really hope that the love you gave us in season 1, you will continue to shower us with that love in season 2.
Absolutely, and you know, I'm assuming that when you played this character in season 1, it came with a lot of baggage and a responsibility. But how comfortable has it gotten with season 2?
You know, actually season 1, it was the other way around because there was no responsibility. Because when season 1 came out, like, and we started working on it, we were the underdogs. Like, nobody knew. And I remember this being one of my first Zoom narrations because we didn't know what Zoom narrations were till like, I don't know, pre-COVID. So, I mean, this was my first Zoom narration. I heard it. I fell in love with it. I was like, this is amazing. This is something I have never done before. And I knew that to do a character like this, I had to go really de-glam or not care about how I looked or about fashion or makeup or nothing. So, this was just an actor's role. And I was like, you know, I can't let my own inner insecurity as a girl, woman, actress, whatever, come to the fore. Like, I have to really commit to it, which I did. And I mean, I'm so happy that it was well received because
exactly, the responses paid off. Like, oh my God, I was so thrilled to read the reviews that Maharani received. How was your reaction?
You know, so what happened, the funniest thing, so Thursday night, whatever, 11:30, midnight, whatever, the show dropped, I was up and waiting and I was like, okay, I'm going to watch it because the final sound, whatever, I was just too excited. So I saw like 3-4 episodes, I slept, then I woke up in the morning, I finished all of it. So I was like, mujhe to theek hi lag raha hai, but let's see what people have to say. And I remember on that Friday or Saturday, one review wasn't good. So you know how you have the human brain always, like everyone saying great things, but that one review, I'm just like, isko kyun nahi acha laga, what happened? But I'm like angsting about it. And then the weekend was almost coming to an end. And Sunday night, my brother hadn't seen it, my family had not seen it. My brother walked into my room. Literally barged into my room. He'd just come back from work and he said, how's your show doing? So I said, it's doing well. Why? He said, I've got like some 25 calls from people saying, we don't know your sister. Can you please tell her she was amazing in the show?
Wow.
So I was like, really? So he's like, yeah, like, how, like, why didn't you tell me? I said, meko to acha hi lag raha tha, but I don't know. Like, I didn't want to like influence your perspective. But, and then he saw it and then, I mean, like everyone saw it and it was just this tsunami of like compliments and appreciation. And I've never had anything like that with any character that I've ever done. So it's been really special.
And I'm guessing once again this tsunami is going to hit your DMs
I know.
on 26th of August.
I'm actually very excited and nervous. It's a responsibility. I wouldn't say there's pressure, but there's definitely responsibility because you know once you are part of a series or you played a character which is so well loved, people also own it.
And the bar is set.
And the bar is set, but it's also like I remember talking to this one guy in Delhi and he's like, बाकी सब तो बहुत अच्छा था मगर जो आपने end में किया ना, रानी भारती जैसी महिला अपने husband को जेल नहीं भेजेगी season 1 के end में. So you know like that's, but it was interesting. So I said आप season 2 देखो, अभी देखो और क्या क्या करती है.
Amazing. Also, you know, a decade in this industry, Huma, and what I've liked about your filmography is that, you know, whatever roles you've always picked up are very striking. They are not probably, we might not say they're quintessentially glamorous, but they are striking and they leave an impact. Like, for example, Leila. That performance till date has stayed in my mind. Okay, in fact, I recommend people to watch that show like because if they want to learn something probably about life and all of that. And it is again Gangs of Wasseypur and all. And you know, today while I was reading, I realized that had you ever imagined that you went to shoot for a commercial And Anurag
Yeah,
Kashyap spotted
yeah.
you, and you got a 3-film deal.
Can you imagine? No, I didn't get the 3-film deal. There's no 3-film deal. I want there to be a 3-film deal. No,
Okay.
but I did get the film. I did get Gangs of Wasseypur after that commercial we shot. I mean, my journey from Delhi actually has been quite interesting because I did theatre in Delhi. But I did theatre because I liked it.
Yeah.
But I was so like, came from such a middle class home and like a simple home that I didn't have the courage to even admit it to myself that I wanted to pursue acting as like a serious profession. You know, because when you say I want to be an actress, it comes with its own baggage and
Yes.
fears. And I did not know a single soul in Bombay. So for me, like to say that to my very sweet middle class parents was a bit of a like a thing. Like, are you sure you know what you're talking about? But I feel like it was just meant to be. And somehow life has found its own path. And also like when I was growing up, I was a bookworm, I was a head girl. I was not into fashion or glamour at all.
History student.
History student. So for them, it was like, really, you want to be an actress? Are you sure? Because you've never really shown us any inclination towards this. But I think, no, when I'm on stage and I'm performing, something happens.
Yes.
I can't explain it. You know, so I'm an actor from
It's
my
your happy
soul.
space,
It's my
probably.
happy space. And I'm an actor from my soul. So, which is why I guess, like, I mean, I know I look a certain way, like, I mean, you know, but I have no insecurity for that. And I don't want to always be known as a pretty girl in a film. Because I feel I can do more, you know, and I demand to do more because I feel like it's so limiting to reduce women to their looks, their clothes, and that's about it. We can do more. We demand to sit at the table and be like, no, give me something meaty, give me something that I can do. And I can lead a film on my own shoulders. Leila, Deepa Mehta did that for me.
Wow.
You know, that was the first time I was leading a show. I think so many people scared me that, oh my God, why are you doing OTT? It's not cool. People will think you don't have a film. And I was like, no guys, I've been sitting at home and watching so many of these international shows. And they're amazing. And there's some great writing and directors and actors working on it. And I think the trend will come to India because that's how it always happens. And so it has happened that COVID has only accelerated the process. But Deepa literally empowered me because I was in that show from beginning to end and the camera was right here. And she gave me the confidence that I could carry a show on my shoulders and people would not get bored. And I thank her, and she's become a friend and a mentor, and we talk like every other day. But you need someone like that in your life, I guess, to just
So true, so
help you.
You know, like you mentioned that when you were doing OTT, people were like, why are you doing OTT? But today we are in such an amazing space of content. Like OTT has literally allowed performers to break that box in
Yeah.
which, you know, the world looked at you from that lens. Probably it's done that.
Yeah.
So I want to know, what is your opinion about this entire OTT space?
I think, you know, what happens is that people are always waiting for someone to bell the cat. Like, I don't want to be the first one because I don't know where this is going to go. And I feel that's very, like, regressive thinking. Like, you should be don't go where the ball is. Go where the ball is going to be, because otherwise you're just chasing and getting lost in the herd. So I always try and do that. Sometimes some decisions work, some decisions backfire. But that's the whole part of this creative journey, right? If I wanted to do something safe and simple, I should have done something back home in Delhi. You know, I shouldn't be an actor. I think being an actor, a very important part of it is also growing your skill set, learning something new, putting yourself in uncomfortable situations and characters that you've not played before. If I only have to play Huma Qureshi my whole life, it'll be a very boring life. You know, I want to play a Rani Bharti. I want to play, you know, characters that I've played in my previous films, or the films that are going to come out, like a Tarla or a Double XL or a Monica or My Darling, because they challenge me every single day. And I did not come here to just, you know, get validation that I'm a beautiful girl or I look so hot in a dress. I want validation as an actor for my craft.
In this decade-long journey, has there been a dream role that probably Huma has envisioned, and has it come, or is it yet to come?
Many. I think I just not even scratched the tip of the iceberg. I think I have a long way to go, but yes, there are many.
Absolutely.
I would love to do an action film. I would love to do a period film, like a full-fledged. I think these are films that I have also grown up watching, the larger-than-life spectacle, and I think I'll fit. Like, I could beat up a few bad guys, and I could look beautiful in like an old world romance.
Oh, totally. And you know what I love about your entire craft and your filmography is that you've given us cinema that has been an instrument of change in a certain way. And you know, even your upcoming films for that matter, whether it is the Tarla Dalal biopic or Double XL, these films, the stories are such that they are heartwarming. At the same time, they are here to bring a change.
Right.
So when you sit back and, you know, you look at your filmography, do you feel happy about the way everything has panned out?
I don't know. I didn't plan it. Nobody can possibly plan it. I think And also like for me, coming from nowhere, in the sense not from a film world or understanding that, I'm just a lover of films. So I've educated myself on films. I've educated myself on who are these people who are making the films, reaching out and saying, okay, I'd like to work with you, so please hire me. I can do a good job as an actor. So I've literally built each and every relationship. I've literally built each and every opportunity that's come my way, and I take great pride in that fact because it's all my own.
Yes.
You know, and of course I've made mistakes, and of course there've been not successful choices, but then those were the best choices I had at that point in time. But I've always tried to expand my pool and grow, and I feel like that's the mind, that's all I have, my mindset and my hard work. That's all I can offer.
Wow. Also, you know, I must say, I love the chemistry between you and Saqib all the time on social media. But when it comes to, you know, critiquing one another's work, how real, brutal are you all?
Very harsh. Harsh is not the right word. Brutally honest. But also like if I'll do something bad, Saqib is like, wow, like how can you do this? Like, what are you thinking? I'm just like, listen, like, whatever, I was thinking like this, or I thought the script was nice, but it didn't turn out. But I think the important thing is you always need to have people in your life, at least in my life, who can be brutally honest and authentic with you. Like, I don't like relationships where people are friends, but they are not able to express to each other what they actually feel. I don't know. I can't deal with fakeness and meeting each other halfway.
But I say whenever, you know, it's probably an applause also. वैसे खुल के तारीफ मिलती है या
खुल के मिलती है,
they refrain थोड़ा सा कि नहीं,
तारीफ भी खुल के मिलती है, प्यार भी खुल के मिलता है, हर चीज़ खुल के मिलती है. I feel हम लोग as a family ना इतनी expressive family है. हम लोग रोते भी हैं खूब, हंसते भी हैं खूब, we hug each other, we kiss each other, and with my friends also I'm like that. I don't hold back from like expressing my love to people I care about, and I think that's the way to live, right? Because life is too short.
Absolutely.
What the pandemic has taught us, you could not be there tomorrow. So do you want to live with that regret?
Living in the moment is the best way.
Yeah, responsibly living in the moment.
Yes. On that note, I am here to play a game with you.
Right.
It's called Guilty Not Guilty. I'm going to ask you a few questions.
Very innovative.
If
Never
you've
heard of it
done
before.
it, you have to say you're guilty.
Okay.
If you've not done it, not guilty, obviously.
So guilty and not, no, guilty.
Guilty, not guilty.
Guilty, not guilty. Okay.
Yeah.
Are they naughty questions?
Kind of. So, have you ever cancelled a plan with your friends for a selfish motive?
Yes.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Yeah. Have you ghosted anybody?
No, not guilty. But I have been ghosted.
Have you been ghosted?
I have been ghosted. Guilty.
Okay. Have you lied to
Can
a
you
loved
imagine
one?
what is wrong with this world?
Have you lied to a loved one about going somewhere when you were actually going somewhere else?
Guilty.
Have you lied for convenience?
Guilty.
Okay. Have you lied about liking a project even when you've not liked it?
Guilty.
Have you ever stalked anyone on social media?
Guilty.
Okay.
Every day.
Have you sent a wrong text to a person and regretted it?
Not guilty. No.
Okay. Sneaked out from a party because it was boring.
Guilty.
Went on to overthink a comment on social media that you probably read or came across.
Not guilty. No.
Fangirled over an actor or a film.
What fangirl and actor film? Yeah, guilty. Many times.
Wow. Okay. So we move on to the next game. It's called I Would.
Okay. I vote.
I Would.
I would. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to give you a situation and probably you have to tell me that if you were in that situation, what would you do?
Okay.
So if you woke up one day to be the real Prime Minister of the country for just one day,
Right.
what would Huma Qureshi do?
She would work more on the environment and children's education and enforce stricter laws for like prevention of crime against women.
Okay. Okay. If you woke up in a world without social media,
Actually, yeah, I'll just like turn to gardening.
okay.
You know, like I feel like when there's no social media, like I could try and learn how to like make a bonsai or like grow some tulips. Like that could be like a fun way of using your time. Because there is so much time, to do. So gardening is a very slow process.
Exactly. And
Now we'll have so much time.
phone addiction se
Phone
thoda
addiction
sa
se
help ho
chutkara,
jayega.
correct. Or maybe I'll start writing more, like maybe.
Wow, you love writing.
I like writing.
Amazing, amazing. Also, you know, probably what would you do if, you know, one day you wake up and you have the Midas tongue? Like, whatever you say
The
becomes
tongue.
a reality. Yeah, not a touch, a tongue.
Ooh, This is like that Nolan line, na? What would you wish for if you knew, like,
Exactly.
you could get everything? So many things.
But first, like the top of your mind.
I would grant myself the ability to read other people's mind
Okay.
and turn invisible. So then I'll have a tongue that makes everything come true. You won't be able to see me, and I can read your mind.
So wow, and that is a deadly combination.
I will become God, essentially.
On that note,
On that
so
note,
much.
thank you so much.
Wish you all the best. Congratulations for 10 years in this industry.
Thank you. And you
keep
now know what a
rocking on this.
megalomaniac I am. I want to turn God.
It's a wrap, guys. Thank you.
Thank you very much.